Yeah. Back on my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change, can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man on it sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat though. Bend on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talking about Petco. Brand new ones, they retro. Live fast, I ain't gon' set my hit stone. Stop being grown. You ain't get money, man, Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up with a family. Be talking to that. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog too, she nasty. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz for these niggas on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these niggas can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Change in the meter, double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep flipping, deep tangle the weave. When they jump in the front, see the play with the speakers. Let it might blast, touch I might dance. Plus when I stop at my customized bands. Plus like brush like plus, I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck, I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is supposed to be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Ready? Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up the bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. Don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me, 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she wasn't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me, rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money. I don't know. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel different. I never feel different. G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. She just took this from this section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. God don't let us in the heaven with focus, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes is you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest, eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be second hand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eating.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my rappers, you have offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit, so can be safe now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay down. They wait on witness, the heights are going to fade down. You prepping this, got me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great is ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, didn't you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What do you think? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one stops to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals, I'm needing. It shows up everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands and do. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing, I'm shooting with these hands and do. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen one but again, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weeds. I'm not interested, I want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you want my achievements. We'll screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a move? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna stop me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me with the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands and do. I ain't playing with you.
Welcome to Madden Cast. Our guy Cap was named Player of the Week for the first time in his career.
RC, my guy, Cap, was the best player on the field this week, and it's that simple. But Channing, he's gonna sit here and try to find a way to knock the kid, but the hardware doesn't lie.
Crossing your act even. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't face me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Bill. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands and do. I ain't playing with you.
Welcome to Madden Cast. Our guy Cap was named Player of the Week for the first time in his career.
RC, my guy, Cap, was the best player on the field this week, and it's that simple. But Channing, he's gonna sit here and try to find a way to knock the kid, but the hardware doesn't lie.
Men lie, women lie. Hardware don't lie, and Cap got him one. But it's a small sample size.
There you go again. Still trying to find a way to discount the kid. Come on, man.
Fred, it's 1 week. How many guys have we seen get Player of the Week 1 week and never get it again?
Well, Chan, we know you'll be watching, and so will we on Madden Cast.
Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she said, just cause I took her on the island.
Welcome to Madden Cast, and it's the start of a new season, and Fred is pumped for his boy Cap. He had a great rookie debut.
That's right, RC, my favorite rookie. Didn't take long to prove that he is an impact player.
Prove what? It was 1 game. I had a good game every now and again.
Just say you were impressed by what Cap did today.
Today, it was good. I was impressed today, but I'm not ready to send him to Canton.
Come on, I'm not saying that.
You don't have to send him to Canton, but he did have an excellent debut. For more on Cap down the road, tune in to Madden Cast.
Cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
What you think what it say? We ain't the same.
Welcome Welcome to Madden Cast. Our guy Cap was named Player of the Week for the first time in his career.
RC, my guy, Cap, was the best player on the field this week, and it's that simple.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Maybach, lay black, matte black, just this on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can even give it a try.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got the Giants. Rocket Arm quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Cards, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit Darren Waller with a touchdown pass on the previous drive, and they'll start again with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 88 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first quarter, and now looking for more as his guys begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pushes him aside at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Look at this defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Finding Sterling Shepard for his 1st catch. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because
blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Barkley inside handoff. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and 5. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprising place there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. Back to throw here. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start with a very compelling early season matchup. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets on the road to take on Dallas. And they've reached halftime with the score 17-10. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Noy stays up, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
He has the 4 touchdown passes in last drive. He ran one in for good measure. He's done it all in this one. See what he has in store here. 1st and 10. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants extend their lead yet again. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Into space at the 45. Now he's loose again. He may go. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. 85 yards. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Skirts by at the 15. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, down the numbers, there he goes.
Saquon Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed.
Now out come the Giants.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
There he goes, left side.
Saquon Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Giants add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job, and here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all, but let's set it aside.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Powering his... Oh, and now some space to operate. Still going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Carter, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, That defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants just continue to roll.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
New York set to take the field. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the other. Field across the 45 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets,
stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's arm, and I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp is half white, half melanin. Baby baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me at the tell her it's not that. I'll do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. I'm a number one like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Number one.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, taking photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that.
Hey, who got media today?
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. It's the Dolphins in control of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Carolina defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he will admit there's definitely room to improve.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And all the way in from Miami, touchdown. Devon Achane with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play forward in this one.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Panthers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to throw now. Young, he'll buy some time right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive running going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Young. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
Ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Sanders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Now Young. Touchdown Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready. Yellow, one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
And off the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Ready?
Young to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Now a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the red zone now, Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Young. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Tua now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action. Young has taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
And the Panthers first down.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback, number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Young. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Here is Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Young with it, third and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
4th down, Young. And it's caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 197 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A second down throw for Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
third down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brandon Jones with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Thielen going to go in motion right. Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Touchdown! Ian Thomas with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Thielen going to go in motion right. Off the play fake, Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the defensive lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This offense returns to the field, and former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward.
Ready?
Young now. Dancing to his left. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Ready?
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Young to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40. To the 35. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now Young. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down 31-28, 37 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Ready.
Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now on second down. Throwing Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Tua. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
From Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone.
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years when they work, it's numbing me. Too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus, you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it